let's do a little piece or panic. And you mentioned the Eagles. Are you panicking about Saquon Barkley, who had like 7 fantasy points this past week? Because previously he'd been fine. And same with Devontae Smith. When healthy, he's been great, but then he had a little bit of an off week. Now A.J. Brown is back, and A.J. Brown was the one of those guys to have a big week. So Barkley in particular, piece or panic?
That's exactly my point, man. When I say the names Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, and then you tell me that team beat the Browns by 4 points, I'm like, I actually don't think that all is well in Philadelphia. They're still alive from a playoff perspective, but they just do not like Sirianni. So I think I'm probably not panicking about Saquon. He might be a buy low target if you think that the owner in your league is panicking about him, because I think at the end of the day, the one thing that has worked for them this season is when the offense runs through Saquon Barkley. So now A.J. Brown is back. They're going to pass the ball a little bit more, but no, I'm not panicking about Saquon.
All right, so the Cincinnati Bengals had a weird game as well against the Giants. The Giants defense was actually pretty tough against them. The player, though, to panic about, Zach Moss, 6 carries, back-to-back games, under 10 points, a little banged up. My guy, Chase Brown, playing better. He fumbled, though. Chase Brown fumbled, though. So at this point, what do you do with Zach Moss?
If you have him on your team, what do?
Piece or panic.
You trade him for anything that you can get, because the only question for me about Zach Moss is, how did the Bengals not know that Chase Brown was the better running back before the season even started? It's clear that they have realized that now. He's a little bit banged up, but even before that, I think Chase Brown, maybe the fumble allows Zach Moss to stick around a little bit longer, but it's clear who the better running back there is. And isn't it true that the Giants are leading the NFL in sacks? So that's not an easy defense. I think if I can get anything for Zach Moss, then I'm going to do it.
I would
as soon as possible. Panic.
Absolutely. All right, here's a player I still have peace about. Jaylen Warren in Pittsburgh. All right, here's a name. I was all in on him last year. I wasn't in on him before the season started, but now everything's shifted. It's like Najee Harris. He's been playing well. So this week, Jaylen Warren finally comes back from an injury, and he's only averaging 5 points per game. He had 6 carries for 7 yards this week. All right, so terrible, not playing well. But here's what's going to happen. He's going to get dropped in all the fantasy leagues. All right, and deservingly so, right? Many fantasy managers are like, all right, I'm out on Jaylen Warren. Fine. But this gives you an opportunity for the second chance guy, for the guy at the end of the year, because here's what's going to happen. Russell Wilson's going to go into the starting lineup, it looks like. He's already getting first-team reps this week. There's a world where Wilson comes in and this offense starts to look even better. Don't get me wrong. Fields has been good at times, and they've had their moments, but they're not rocking and rolling on offense at all. Najee's, he's been solid. Yeah, no, Najee's running the ball well. But Jaylen Warren is a better back. I still believe that. And so when he's healthy in the coming weeks, when you're trying to win a fantasy championship, don't overlook Jaylen Warren. Get in on this when you can. The buy low. So don't panic just yet. So there you go.
I needed that, man, because I have him in just about every league that I went. The sort of the low RB or the zero RB strategy. Warren is a guy that I ended up with, and he hasn't done anything for me yet. So thanks for talking me off that ledge.